What the heck is up, kid? Happy freaking... What day of the week is it today? It's Tuesday! Happy freaking Tuesday! What the heck is up, you guys? Hello, Samantha, what's up? Okay, guys, we're on here a little bit late today. Just got off the phone with the Brody. Brode's Images, if you don't follow him on here, I'm gonna at him because he's just the freaking best. What's up, Megan? We're gonna freaking tag Brody because then you guys can follow him. But I was just talking to him on the phone. Go ahead and shoot him a follow. He's the best if you want to learn a shit ton about IG Reels, a shit ton about branding, and everything in between. He's freaking awesome, one of my best friends. But I was just talking to him, so we got on here a little bit late tonight. But I wanted to hop on here because here is the deal, guys. I made a an IG story post today all about templatizing. Fifi, what's up? And a lot of you guys had questions on what I meant by templatizing. So I'm going to dive into that tonight, okay? So here is the deal. We're talking about templatizing your business, specifically when it comes to if you are a creative virtual assistant, okay? So when it comes down to it, here is the deal. Templatizing shit, creating templates for shit, it is not creating a shortcut for yourself. It is not creating ununique content for yourself and for other clients and everything like that, okay? If you really wanted to create non-unique content, then just go use the Canva templates and everything, okay? Everyone freaking uses those. When it comes down to it, I know that one of the biggest things that people freak out about is, oh, well, like, if I create templates and stuff, well, like, won't they know, and won't influencers know, and won't clients know that I'm using templates that I've created? Don't they expect unique content? And I wanted to hop on here to cover this today because here is the thing, guys. When you create templates, you create consistency, and people love consistency. So when it comes down to it, guys, you should definitely templatize your creative assets as a virtual assistant because it creates consistency amongst A, the amount of work that you're putting into the thing, B, the quality and the value of the deliverable for the influencer, and C, the deliverable on the front end to the influencer's follower. Okay, so you're creating consistency. When you create templates, you're creating consistency for yourself on the workload end. Nick, what's up? You're creating a expectation for the influencer so that they know what to expect from you and they know what quality you deliver at. And C, when it comes to the influencer's followers, you are setting a standard for them. Thanks! You're setting a standard for them to understand that, oh, okay, this influencer, I can count on them to deliver this type of content consistently. I'm going to follow them because I know that they deliver this day in and day out. And I know that I can always depend on them. And I know that I can always count on them to consume this type of content, okay? So when it comes down to it, if you are not implementing templates already in your business, specifically in your creative end of virtual assisting, here's what I want you to do, okay? I want you to open up a Canva Pro account. You can go ahead, click the link in my bio and get, I think it's like your first month free, okay? So go ahead and dive into Canva Pro number 1. It's amazing. It's the freaking best. Number 2, what I want you to do is I want you to create templates for things that you deliver to your influencer clients. Or if you're just starting out as a VA, things that you will deliver to your influential clients, but that you're currently starting to post your own content on your social media, okay? So for example, You templatize your infographics, templatize your carousel infographics, templatize your IGTV cover photos, templatize your IGTVs, okay? When it comes down to that, the backgrounds, the subtitles, all of that stuff, your handle and everything like that, templatize that. Number 4, your Reels covers, okay? And create a template size for all of that stuff. If you are promoting your virtual assistant services on IG stories, create a template size for that. And what I want you to do is once you have actually created the blank for all of those different deliverables, then what you're going to do is you're going to choose the elements that you use consistently that represent your brand. You're going to choose the fonts that you will use consistently that represent your brand, and you're going to choose the colors that you will use consistently to represent your brand, and you are going to implement all of those into those templates, okay? Because once you have the background and once you have the design figured out, then what you can do is you can go in, change element colors, and change the text and the subject matter whenever you have a new piece of content, a new content concept, okay? So if you look on my social media, you'll see specifically, I use the same elements in all of my content. I use the same font in all of my content. I use the same colors in all of my content. And if you even realize, the pattern that the elements are in are all the same because I have it templatized. But when it comes down to it, I'll change the colors of the elements so that you're getting the variety, but you're also getting the consistency of, oh, okay, this means that it's a carousel infographic. This means that it's an IGTV. This means that it's a Reels. And your viewer understands that, because once you templatize that stuff, number 1, it makes creating content for yourself so much easier and it takes so much less time. But number 2, what it allows is when you reach out to an influencer and you pitch yourself to that influencer can see that you are consistent. Amber, Julie, what's up? That influencer can see that you're consistent on delivery and that you deliver things that are cohesive brand-wise. And they're going to want you to do the same for their brand. And they're going to want you to implement the same forms of content just with their branding. So then what you do is the templates that you have for your brand already, you go ahead and you copy and paste the framework of that template, okay? So the rough, okay, this is like where the text goes, this is where the elements go, X, Y, and Z. You go ahead and copy and paste that into a fresh template, a blank slate, a blank color mat in Canva. Then what you do from there is you implement their brand colors, you implement their brand texts and fonts, you implement the elements that represent their brand, okay? So this might be like super clean, minimal lines. This might be brush strokes. This might be who even knows what, okay? And then what you do is you literally just continue to do that for every single one of your clients, because then you're delivering consistently. It also cuts down the turnaround time between projects, which pleases them even more, because a lot of influencers are content creating machines and their audience depends on them to distribute content daily, okay? So templatizing your shit allows you to just overall impress everyone, including yourself. Because number 1, it shows that you have consistency. Number 2, it delivers cohesion on the front end. Number 3, it sets an expectation for the influencer. And number 4, it sets an expectation for yourself as to how long this task or creating this thing will take. Okay? And when it comes down to it, at the end of the day, branding itself is all about cohesion. Okay? I am not the branding extraordinaire, you can go to my friend Corinne Eckert. Don't crack the egg on here. You can go to Brode's images on here. You can go to Anna Nasiri, Anna Doing Things _ or Brand Up. We are Brand Up. You can go to all of them to hear more in depth about branding. But when it comes down to it, branding is all about creating a seamless experience from the first touch to the last touch of whatever online or in real life experience that an individual is having with your brand. Okay? So when it comes down to it, the beginning part, the free part, is your sales pages and your social media. And you want to show people that you can be consistent and you can deliver cohesion on both ends of things, because that speaks and it represents your brand or your influencer's brand. Okay? And then what happens there is then you begin to take that cohesion and you begin to take those templates that you've used, and you begin to take the branding and the brand colors and all of that, and you begin to pull it all the way back, and you pull it into the emails, you pull it into the IG stories, you pull it into the products, you pull it into the thumbnails, you pull it into all the other social media, you pull it into the podcast covers, you pull it into the thank you pages after they opt into a webinar, you pull it into webinar slides, okay? And you pull that branding that started just with creating the templates into all of the influencer or even your own content and your own deliverables. Because then what it shows people from the outside looking in is that they can depend on you or your influencer for a consistent experience and a cohesive one. Okay, so let me know down below if you guys have any questions when it comes to templating, creative assets, templating whatever the heck and bob even. I template all of my terms and conditions, I template all of my contracts, I template all of my invoices. So go ahead and drop any questions that you have below about templatizing anything and cohesion across the board when it comes to branding. And if you don't have any questions, I will hop off and I will see you guys tomorrow.